So between this movie and Your Sister Sister, you kind of play more of like a sweet, charming, everyman kind of guy, and then in Safety Not Guaranteed, you play a sweet, charming, but a little crazier
potentially
kind of guy.
crazy man. Yes.
How do you usually choose your roles, and what speaks to you about each of these characters?
Usually it's about the quality of the script, the quality of the director, but it really has to be this irrational thing where you fall in love with it, you know. And I really loved Kenneth in Safety Not Guaranteed, and as crazy as he is, he's a believer, and he's not a cynic, and I love that. And Jack in Your Sister Sister is really screwed up by the death of his brother, but he's got a big heart, you know, and I guess I just love those sort of, for lack of a better term, lovable losers that you can still find a way to root for.
Music is a big part of this movie. I know you used to be a musician.
Yes.
They give 5 records in the movie that are essential for, you know, Josh to listen to.
Yes.
Do you agree with those 5 records, or what would you substitute if you could?
You know what? They're good for music education for a 12-year-old kid who doesn't know anything, you know? But if you're going to choose 5 records like for the rest of time, or if you're going to be on the moon and you can only have 5, I would diversify a little bit. I think you would need like a little Miles Davis to like calm you down a little bit. And then like, you know, you need like some good old-fashioned like go-go's just to like party.
You need some fun. You need some awesomeness.
Exactly. You need some classical music. So you'd have to mix up the genres a little bit.
That's great. And then another great scene is where Chris's character gives his records to Josh, as his dad gave him his records. Like,
Absolutely.
do you think that vinyl is an essential part for the youth of this generation to get into, or do you think it's just something for...
Not essential at all, but if it's something that you love and you want to share it with someone else, that's great. If those are MP3s, fine. If those are cassettes, fine. If they're vinyl, fine. It just has to be that you love it.
That's awesome. And if anyone wanted to get the point of this movie, the heart of this movie, what would you tell people that it was?
Families are intensely screwed up, and they make you want to run away from them. But if you stick in there and you try and weed through the sordid shit that is a family, sometimes there's good stuff on the other side.